Let's place this bad boy right here for a second. Okay. I don't even know where to start this, bro. Like, this is different. So it's weird. I kind of already know what I'm gonna title this video. I wanted to record this before I turned 21. I've already have been making a lot of recordings, just like from the beginning of the year, you know, like right when 2021 hit, which is 4 months ago now, which is crazy to think. Yeah, I'm gonna be 21 in 23 days. I'm gonna be 21. And I feel very conflicted, you know? You would think turning 21 would be such a excitement to a certain degree, you know? Like, obviously, 18 is the first big milestone, legally an adult. And then 21 is kind of where you hit that mark where it's like, all right, like this is it. You can basically get into, if you are a fan of nightlife, you can get into any kind of club you want to get into. To a certain degree, people kind of look at you as more an adult. You have access to a lot more things. People also, oh, it's my 21st birthday, you know, versus saying like, oh, I'm turning 21, it's my 21st birthday. It's kind of a different dynamic, and I'm very, very conflicted. And the more I say it out loud, the more I don't know why. Like life is going good, you know, for the most part. Life is going great even. I mean, I bought my own car, which is really, really cool. Like it's my car. I'm working at a job that I actually, I do enjoy a fair amount, although it has its ups and its downs. Me and my boys were all, obviously we still love each other. We still get together whenever we can and everything. It's just one of those things that, I don't know, again, I'm conflicted. Let's change the scenery a little bit. Okay, we got a better, way better view actually. Let me see if I can show you guys real quick. I already got some like B-roll footage of it. Oh, wrong way. But as y'all can see, got the city up. There you go. Got the city behind us, which is really, really nice. But I decided that with this video, I'm gonna go to a lot of spots that held significance for me just as I was growing up, you know? Because I feel like that's a really, really good way to kind of sit, think, and reminisce just about life, about a lot that has happened, about why I feel conflicted. And I think as I step through these, what you would call these memories, as I'm stepping into them, come into each place, I think it'll kind of help me really realize why I feel conflicted. And coming here, a really big reason why I'm conflicted about me turning 21 is I just don't feel like I've done enough in terms of my romantic life. I think that is a really big thing when it comes to a guy, and if he feels complete or not, is obviously work life, and then also his romantic life and what's going on in that regard. And again, like I was saying earlier, I do really feel like work is going well. I'm obviously not where I want to be in terms of financially, but in terms of what I'm potentially building as a career, knowing that it'll take time, I think I'm in a fantastic spot. I think I'm in a better spot than most 20-year-olds. Like a lot of people my age are just now getting out of school. By school, like college, uni, and they don't really know what they want to do with their life to a certain degree. Like obviously they went to school and everything to pursue this career path, but they haven't been out in the world as much, I guess I should say. I don't know if that is true, it's case by case. More often than not, objectively, people who still go to uni, they still haven't really taken that step into real world, like what it is to just work and make a living. And I'm very glad, but also a bit disappointed about how I've gone about going to school or not. And I say disappointed in the sense of that I really still haven't decided yet if I do really want to go to school. I've been very undecided about this. It's a really big decision to make. It's a huge commitment, and I have no problem with that commitment. It's just a matter of there's so many things that go into play. What I want to study, where I want to study, and if I want to pursue that as a career. And I mean, obviously I can go to school and not stay. I do know that is one big thing. I don't have to stay at school if I don't want to. But again, I'm the type of person that I'm very committed into certain things that I do that have that big of an impact in my life. So that's definitely one really big confliction within me, is overall how I've approached my adult life, where I'm going to end up by the time I'm 21, if that makes sense. But then going back off, the other thing is, again, that romance. I feel as if, like, me myself as a character, I've definitely grown. I've definitely grown. I've definitely matured. Haven't had anything to show for that just yet, which is a little frustrating in the romance side of things. This spot that we're at currently, it holds a lot of weight, mainly because I would say this was like kind of the turning point for me realizing really what not only having a first love is, but the steps and trials into having a first love. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't think my first love was very conventional. I don't think my first love was very traditional. My first love, we didn't even, do anything together. We didn't date. There was no pursuing of us, being together. It was really just a level of infatuation that I had before, that as I got to know the person, kind of snowballed into me really realizing I was in love with her. Specifically, this spot was the last time. This is kind of where this is the last time I've seen her in person, but I haven't had a first love since. I think because of how untraditional, you would say, that experience was. It definitely blocked my growth to a certain degree in terms of accepting love. And it took three years to really set with it. And I don't know, now I feel like I'm at a standstill. I feel like I have this weird expectation. I don't know if it's from myself, the partners I'm gonna have in the future. I feel like I've set up this weird pre-notion and expectation that shouldn't be set, maybe. As a young man, it's really hard to determine how to really find, my love. How to find my love, and how to really dictate who to give that to. I've become I do think I've become more emotionally intelligent, but also very closed off to a certain degree. I'm very picky on how. I learned that I am a kind of expressive. I am again an expressive person in my emotion. That didn't used to be the case after the whole situation, but I've kind of always been, I guess, expressive in terms of my emotions, more in my actions, but subtly, if that makes sense. And that kind of tapers off into another thing on why I'm conflicted. Again, let's change the scenery around. Like I said, we're gonna go to certain milestones in my life as locations, because I kind of like that idea. And that kind of brings us to my last, I guess I should say, big confliction, which is I think I'm becoming too emotional to a certain degree. I don't know if it's because I have a lot of pent up stuff I haven't talked about. I don't know if it's just because I've become more emotionally intelligent. Recently, people have been bringing up the entire aspect of when, like, usually I'm kind of neutral about a lot of stuff, but when I do feel really passionate or like really mean something, like, it shows a lot, which I don't innately, it doesn't seem like a problem, but the way everyone has brought it up to me, it seems to be a problem. I think, yeah, I don't know. I didn't really have an objective when going out to record this. I already have like videos I've recorded over like weeks and months. So just kind of like my stages through this entire year. Kind of like a video diary, kind of vlogging, but not really. And I've wanted to have a more cinematic aspect to that. I know I haven't really gotten a lot of B-roll shots. I don't even know how long this video is gonna be. But there's just a lot of things that have been on my mind, and I'm not too sure how I want to voice them. I figured kind of coming out here with the camera and really recording and talking would help me gather my thoughts a bit more, but I don't think they have. I'm turning 21 and I still feel a little lost, is the best way to put it. I feel extremely lost. I feel like I've accomplished so much but so little at my age, and there's just so much more work to get done, and I haven't done what I needed to do yet. I know things take time, and I also know that patience is a virtue and it is the key, and that's why I don't dawn on it too long, but I definitely got more stuff I want to get done. I think that's the best part about a lot of this, and especially growing up, becoming an adult in this world, is that you always feel kind of lost, you know? There's always room to grow. There's always room to improve. There's always something that is needed, like for character development almost. Like, there's just been a lot going on. I feel like this video is very scattered. I feel like my thought process is very scattered. Kind of what I wanted to get out of this video is to express more of my excitement and my eagerness for this milestone of an age, as some people would say, because turning 21 is definitely a milestone, to say the least. And I know there's so much more to come. I know there are so many doors that are gonna open for me now that I'm 21. And I'm excited. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I have much else to say.